Let's go. Yeah. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. Yo, what up, tankers? Are you ready to embark on a journey of epic proportions? I'm here today to talk about a new definition of long hair props. The reason I bring this up is many people have assumptions of you based on your hair and looks. What? Yeah, I know, weird, right? Be careful of your assumptions. Just because I'm male and have long curly hair doesn't mean I'm a stoner. And yeah, I know I'm brown, but doesn't mean I speak Spanish. Right? And for your information, not all brown people are international students. Just throwing it out there. So the other day I was talking with some friends I had met earlier this year about their first impressions of me. And I was really surprised at some of the answers that I got. Because, I don't know, I guess when I think about my first impression and what I kind of portray, it just didn't correlate with what their answers were. Let me give you some insight. So, when I was talking with one of my friends, she had said, and I quote, "I totally thought you were a stoner. I saw you sitting in the front and you were always really quiet, so I just assumed. Curly long hair, total stoner." What? Me? Stoner? Oh, hell no. Now, I'm a pretty easygoing guy, so when she said stoner, I was just like, let that roll right off my back, because I knew I wasn't a stoner. So after she had said that I was a stoner because of my curly long hair, I was like, so since when does curly long hair mean stoner? I didn't know hair could really just take your personality and make it something completely different. Oh, your hair's long and it's curly? Stoner. Bitch, what? I ain't no stoner. In one instance, I went from quiet kid sitting up in the front to pot smoking hero. I looked at her and said, so what? My hair's long and curly, I'm quiet in class, so that means I'm a pot smoking hero? Puff puff pass me the grass? Stoner life? No. Since when is it a crime to sit in class and listen? I didn't know my quietness and paying attention in class meant, dude, he's a stoner. I mean, do you go around judging every girl with long curly hair and assuming, hey, she's probably a stoner because her hair is long and curly? Or is it just a male thing where, hey, he's a guy, he's got long curly hair, must be a stoner? That's when it dawned on me. She's racist. No, I'm just playing. I had been stereotyped. Stereotyped? Stereotyped. She had judged me just based on my looks and put me in a box. That I was a pot-smoking hero because I'm brown, I got long curly hair, I'm quiet in class, pot smoker. Yep, she got me right. So I began to think about the first interaction that we had. The question I get asked most when I first meet someone is, do you speak Spanish? Stop. Hold up a minute. Why do they ask that? Do they just assume because I'm brown and maybe Hispanic that I speak Spanish? Interesting. So I looked at her and I said, actually no, I speak German. Ha! Got that ass! I looked at her and said, no, I'm just playing. I don't speak Spanish. Her eyes got all big and she was just like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. And I was sitting there like, damn girl, it's too late, you already offended me. Shit, coming at me like, do you speak Spanish? Say something for me. Hola? But honestly, why do people just assume that because I'm Mexican / Puerto Rican, I automatically, I know Spanish? I mean, I was born in the US, raised in Illinois. The majority of my town is white. The majority of my school is white. Where's this Spanish you're speaking of? Me no speaky Spanish. I mean, maybe a little. But that's only the Spanish I learned in high school. So I speak Spanish just as well as the next white person. You don't see me going around when I meet new people and saying, "Hey, how are you? I'm Santi." What? Are you Italian? German, maybe? Do you speak German? What about Italian? I mean, like, come on. You're German or you're Italian or you're French or whatever you are. Shouldn't you speak your language? So why do you assume that because I'm Mexican or Puerto Rican, that I just know Spanish? Do I have an accent that may give you the impression that I'm not native to this country? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I speak pretty clear English. I mean, I have lived in the US my entire life. Born and raised, American grown. That brings me to my last point. Introducing yourself to new people in college. It never surprises me that in a small group setting or in class, when I'm introducing myself, most people always think that I'm a foreigner. I'm foreign. So we go around the circle, or class, and there's always like one or two other brown people in the class. And it's funny because they just so happen to be international students. One's from Spain, one's from Brazil. Then it finally gets to my turn, and so everybody's looking at me, and the first thing the teacher says is, "So, what country are you from?" The US? Damn! Ha! Got that ass! Hey! The leader of the group or the professor is usually embarrassed for assuming that I was automatically from a different country because everybody else was. That's when I tell them, actually, I'm from Illinois, born and raised. Whoop whoop. The funniest thing is, nobody else in the class was asked where they were from until it came to me. Even the foreigners, the people that were actually international students, they weren't asked where they were from. Our professor or our group leader asked us to share our major, our year, and one thing about us. And so, obviously, I feel like the foreigners tend to usually, when it comes to sharing about who they are, they always say, "Oh, I'm blah blah blah, and I'm from Brazil, or I'm from Madrid." And I'm just like, so then it gets to me, and they automatically assume, "Oh, you're brown, you're like them, so where are you from?" And I'm like, "From Illinois." I couldn't believe it. I was like sitting there like, wow. Every time. It's like, all I'm doing is sitting in class, minding my own business. I answered your questions, and then you always gotta throw it in my face. You're brown. I know I'm brown. I look in the mirror every day and I see brown. How am I different from you? Do I have an accent? Do I sound funny? Do I look funny? Okay, don't answer that one. But seriously, I'm just like everybody else. I'm a college student, born and raised in the US, lives by Chicago. So why do people just assume that like I'm from a different country, or I speak Spanish, or I'm a druggie because my hair looks like, oh, you're a stoner, you're brown, so you probably speak Spanish, and you're brown and in our class, so you must be an international student, right? Wrong. People, you need to watch those assumptions, because when you're sitting in class and the first thing that everybody notices is that you're brown, you want to tell them like, yeah, I know, I'm brown. I'm pretty sure I think I know that, like, but thanks for the reminder. Sometimes I forget. But like, seriously, just remind me again, please. Wait, what am I? Brown. Yeah, thank you. I forgot for a second. I didn't have a mirror, so I didn't look. So the next time you see a brown person, don't go assuming that you know who they are, what they are, where they're from, or whatever. Because you don't know them. That's the fact. You don't know who they are or what they are. I mean, they could be your next door neighbor for all you know. Assumptions are dangerous and narrow-minded. Keep an open mind. Don't go assuming you know who people are. Because one day, that could get you in a lot of trouble. So all I have to say to you now is, get tanked! Get tanked, get tanked. So, yep. Don't go sue me. Don't go sue me. Alright. This is... Guys, honestly though, this is... Just don't assume, you know? Just don't do it, you know? It's whatever. It's whatever, you know? It's like, it's whatever, dude. Dude, I'm just... Seriously though, I'm just like...